In this video, I will show you my journey to become successful. I will show you everything I've tried, what worked, what didn't, and my overall conclusion. I hope this will bring you some value. Maybe you have done similar things, or maybe you're a smaller version of me who hasn't started yet. So my promise to you is that this video will be 100% honest of my experience so far. If you're watching this, you're probably just like me, trying to make it. You want to buy supercars, you want to travel. For the longest time, for all my life, I tried to become successful in every way possible. I've jumped from ideas to different methods. First dream was to make music.
Hell no, man. What the fuck?
But it only took me one recording to realize it's actually way harder than it seems. You know, you cannot just press record and then do a banger like Drake, you know? I even owned music studios. I've had two, I still have one. Over the span of 5 years. And guess how many songs I released? Zero. Zero, bro. Crazy, you know?
Like, my dream was to become like Drake, and I did 0 songs.
Crazy. Talent wasn't the issue. The work was. And instead of committing to getting better, I slowly let it die. Inspiration faded, real life hit me, and I got stuck in the rat race, like you call it, you know? As years went by, I saw myself getting older, only to hear from the older dudes, you're young, you should go party, you know? You should go out and have fun. So, you know, that's fun. I did. I went to party, distracted myself, but I always had this potential dream life in mind, you know? And then came this guy.
You're broke!
And he actually gave me some inspiration, you know? I immediately bought his course and tried to learn copywriting. It was actually a good course, but copywriting wasn't really for me, and ChatGPT, it just came out, changed everything. So I thought, okay, copywriting, it may not be the future. But that taught me one valuable thing, that you can actually earn money online. Because for the first time, I kind of understood that money online isn't magic, you know? It's skills, it's value, you can leverage it. So I went right back at it and searched how to make money online like everybody does. And I read through all the different methods. And the one that caught my eye, the one that really stood out was dropshipping. Why? Well, it felt most realistic. Pretty easy business model to understand. You buy a product for say $1, example, and you sell it for $2. You sell it for more. You take the margin. It's easy. That's pretty much it. I made a website, paid a lot of ads, and then I found it. What I thought was my first winning product was this ear wax cleaner. I called it Wax Free. I made a brand, I made everything. Bro, I was on cloud 9 because I got some sales. I was walking around like I owned the world, and I barely did 5K in revenue. Like in my head, I'm done. Now I'm rich. It's working. We're done. I spent all my money. I threw them everywhere. Ate at the restaurants. I went to class like this.
You wake up when the alarm goes off. You go to your job.
But what I didn't know was that my whole world was about to collapse very soon. I learned about taxes. I learned that Meta is not a tax write-off directly. Products actually cost money. Like, I still have to pay for the products to be shipped. Refunds are a real thing. So in reality, what looked like 10K wasn't 10K. After all the costs, ads and everything, my profit was like $500, which I spent on like 2 dinners like an idiot. And then the stress hits you. I made bad decisions, and that was the end of that. But I really didn't give up the hope. I just kind of fell back into being a degenerate again. Just work, party, depression, you know. But then one day I saw light again. It was this guy on a reel who said, I made 100K in one day without leaving my bedroom. Best dropshipping strategy working without paying ads. And when I heard dropshipping, I was like, okay, I'm totally interested. Like, how can you sell without paying ads? Basically what it was organic dropshipping, it was called. You learn to make these TikToks, you study how to go viral, so then you get the views in that way and you don't have to pay for ads. So I saw the logic and I said, let's give it a fair shot. I even bought a course for $500 to learn everything. And crazy thing is, it actually worked, but it was hard. It was hard to film, it was hard to edit. I put in the grind, I was exhausted. I think I made in total like 500 videos. Took hours, you know? All of that just to make 10K in total over the span of maybe 4 months. And that's good for being like making money online, don't get me wrong, but I guess it was hard, you know? And I didn't give up straight away. But then one day I get this email from a big record label saying, stop selling products now, otherwise we will sue you. Basically, I sold this keychain with different artists, and I guess I didn't have the right to use their album covers. So yeah, they got mad. So I gave up on it, you know? I quit. And thinking back, there was always a reason. There was always a reason for me to quit. Warning email, a setback, a hard week, something that justified stopping. It wasn't that the methods didn't work. That's what I first thought before beginning. Like, that's what I think you have in mind as well. Like, doesn't even work. So it was not the methods. It was me, you know? I realized it was really me. Every time something got uncomfortable, every time I wasn't fast enough, I convinced myself it wasn't the right path. Music, I quit. Copywriting kind of fell between the chairs. Paid ads, stress, and then organic, it was a total burnout. At the same time I was going to school, I finished my degree, got a good job, good salary, car, apartment. I had everything, stability. I loved my boss, I had great colleagues. On paper I won, you know? But after a year, I felt something weird. I had everything I thought I wanted. Well, not the supercar maybe, but I still had a nice car. But I felt kinda empty because I realized something. That was basically if I kept being comfortable, choosing that instead of really mastering something, I'd wake up in 20 years asking where my life went. And through all the chaos, one thing kept coming back. Creating. Even when I was dropshipping, the part I really enjoyed most was editing. Building something creative. So here is what I misunderstood about getting rich. It's not about finding the perfect method. It's about staying long enough in one method to become good at it. Every business I tried could have worked. I just never stayed long enough. So then I came to a realization. Why not build a personal brand? Why not do YouTube? It's scary. I was like, okay, I need to go out there. Doesn't matter. First video has to be shit. It's always shit. But it was nice because it meant that I take all my skills, going all in on one method. The most products are being sold and marketed by personal brands. That's basically the biggest thing. So that's why you see me here now. I'm here to stay, okay? I'm not fucking living. I'm not living. I will make a promise to myself to not give up this time till I can buy a supercar for real, okay? I have to buy one. I don't care if I have to work, flip the burger. I will still make the videos, putting my face out there. I don't care. This time I don't choose a shortcut. I'm building a skill. Because YouTube isn't my get-rich-quick plan. It's my long-term bet on consistency. Because quitting feels productive. It feels like you're making a smart move, but most of the time you're just escaping discomfort. I've realized. This time I'm not escaping. I will build. I'm building. It's already hard. It's been so hard these days, you know? I was so excited in the beginning, but after some streams, after some videos, you're like, oh, okay. I don't want to do this. And you know, I don't know, maybe the lesson isn't just do something. Maybe the lesson is pick something and don't leave when it gets boring. If you've tried different paths, you started and stopped more times that you can count, you're not alone. But maybe we don't need another method. Maybe we just need to stay. And this is mine. Let's see where it goes.